Hey there, Jody here. In case you weren't aware, I am a huge fan of art supplies, so much that I have been focusing on some of my neglected art supplies. There is a reason for this. Let's go check it out. A variety of these were on my wish list for about a year, and they have been locked up in this file cabinet until I used up some of the neglected art supplies I had. Some of these were Christmas gifts, some were picked up with gift cards, and a few of them were on sale. So let me start by introducing what I have here. But for any of the unique finds, I'll also do some play tests later in the video. I hope you'll stick around and drop a comment if you plan to add any of these to your wish list. Let's check out these bargain items here. We've got pastel acrylic markers that were on sale. Another type of pastel thing from Yazan. And then these are just little highlighters. We'll do some tests with these later in the video. Other water activated items. Strattler watercolor crayons. These were used. And then I grabbed these. They were on sale. They're supposed to have the same colors as the Inktense pencils, but they were super cheap, so I got this big set on sale. As for gel pens and ink, I picked up these acrylic inks. I don't recall who uses these, but I wanted to check out the different neon colors. This will be a really nice experiment. I also picked up these Signa, I think these are the Signa pens. I've heard really good things, and I've tried at least 5 brands and have not been happy, so we'll check these out. These gelatos were on mega sale, so I picked up just the 2 that I knew I would like, vibrant colors. We'll do some tests today on these a little later. This set here has been much loved. I got this as a Christmas gift, and the only downside I had with them is they didn't have too many pastels. Also picked up the gray edition of Ahuhu alcohol markers. I'm a big fan of different variants of grays for some reason. There are 2 markers that I kind of sampled with, and this is one of them. This is another item that I got for Christmas by my beloved Ryan. It is the Ahuhu 160 Dark Edition. I'm sure it has official names somewhere. I'll share the colors here in a moment. Late last year I was able to pick up these on super sale at Colt Pens. Colt Pens sold the missing colors. So this is only the missing colors for the 75 set that I already owned. So I didn't want to invest in a 150 set. But thankfully they gave me the 150 set tin, which is kind of cool. But we will take a look at these, and I will actually share a swatch with all these new colors in a different video. Remainder cells I found these used, really reasonable. I think they were like, I want to say like 40% cheaper than that set. It's not the largest set, it's just the one down below that. I also got a really small set of the Gold Faber 48 pencils, and I have been wanting to try them for a while. I think they were 65% off or something crazy, so I got those. And then I wanted to know the difference between my other polychromas, and I know they're way different, but I had to experience the classic. Everybody always tells me that the classic is the best budget-friendly of all pencils, and I just want to see if that's true. And some people have shared some interesting methods, so I want to try some of those. I have been wanting to get this because I have suspicion it is one of my favorite colored pencils as a white label. So I want to test them out. It's just 24 pencils, and hopefully they'll just be a nice little supplement set. We have to remember that a lot of the things we do have should be used, and I think that's why I made that neglected art supply list. If you haven't checked that out, I will leave it in the video description. I have quite a few things I want to test, so let's get started. Go ahead and pick out some of the colors. I'll do a quick swatches for these. These are the ones that are standing out. Lavender gray color. This is a very beautiful color. The shape of these, by the way, are way different than my regulars. So I wonder if there is something completely different about these. Like a fine felt tip here. Oh, because they're chiseled. Okay, so I evidently got a non-brush tip. I guess that's good that they have different shapes based on the types. This is a felt kind of thing, so we'll make that down here. Very cool. It's dark gray. So exciting! I love grays. Ooh, look at that one. It is MG170. It's a blue gray. Got a couple more. Didn't want it to be a really long session. Pretty color. Ooh, this one's like a crystal. This one is called green gray. I like that one. Ooh, look at this one. It's MG060. It is a blue gray. That one's my favorite blue gray. Do one more real quick. That one's like a sky blue color. For size 8, these watercolor brush pens are much thinner than the Ohuhu alcohol markers. They kind of remind me of the other Strattler pens, the pigment pens, and it's the same manufacturer, so that makes sense. And they're actually very close in the style, but they are thicker than the Ohuhu water-based markers. The Ohuhus have a longer nib than these. And then this side is a thinner nib for more fine details. So if you've never seen these before, I'll go ahead and put a couple of these down here. Do a quick comparison with the similar color. I'm not going to go into too many details, I just want to show you the difference. Here's the Strattlers. Super fine details there. And then the other side is kind of like this. It's not a fine liner, it has more of a felt tip kind of. And then here is the Ohuhus. And the fine liner for the Ohuhus. So that is a quick look. Let me show the colors real quick. There's quite a few gold tones, some of the cool tones here, and not too many of the pinks, but it's a nice little set for $36. But as mentioned earlier, it doesn't have too many skin tones, but these days a lot of people like to use purples and other colors for skin tones, so I think if I got a little creative, I could probably make this set work. Here is how I sorted it. I grabbed some of these mini electronic plastic organizers and I just have it based on colors. It's got an incredible selection. Tons of purples, pinkish and peach tones, the bright greens, yellowish and olive greens. Lots of warm tones here. A lot more oranges, it looks like, than the reds. And then these are some neutral tones that I set aside because I was trying to figure out some good skin tone stuff. Those are those two. And this as well. Tons of blues and some teals. And then here's the yellows. But that's the color selection. Alright, let's get some pastels going. We'll start with the macaroons. I'm only going to do a couple of colors. This is the Guang Na. These are super festive on the pink exterior. I can't even figure out what color it is. It looks like you don't have to activate. Oh wow, I love that you don't have to activate it. I'm so in love with this. Look at these. Oh, let's find another color I really like. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Blue. This looks like a green blue. Very cool. I am going to be using these. Let's see. Where's a peachy tone? Oh, this is a peachy tone. Oh, yes. More violet color. This is cool. I am really digging these. I want to use them in a page right now. We'll try this page. Look at this. It's so pretty. It feels like a alcohol marker, not acrylic, but you could see that it's taking away the line art, so it is. This is incredible. I am so in love with this. Wow, I am really a big fan. I would mainly be using this for highlights anyways, but wow, I'm kind of tempted to do this whole page with it. I forgot how much these were. They were on sale. I am so glad I picked these up. Oh, so it is water-based ink. That kind of makes sense. It kind of seemed a little bit different than Posca. So here's the colors in case you want to see the lineup. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to just keep coloring. Let me get to the next thing. Okay, next one is Yasan. So this is a highlighter. We'll use this and see if it smudges at all. This is like a, it's for pastels. Okay, it doesn't smudge too much. Interesting. It feels like it's going to smudge. Let's go over some text. Let that dry for a sec, but let me put some more colors down. It feels like a crayon, but like it feels like lipstick. You know what this would be really good for? Have you ever seen Saranaya's coloring book? But basically, this would be really good for the back scribble. So, should I do that with this page? Yeah, might as well. Kind of like that. If I have her hair dark, I can do that. It's this like scribble. I'm doing it a little bit too neat, but the scribble is basically a type of way to not fill the entire background in. I don't know if I like that, but I'm just gonna go around her. Something like that. I'm kind of curious to see if a blender pen would work with this, but I don't want to mix chemicals. Let's use highlight over the... That's what I would be using them for, is highlights over pencils. So this thing, I've got a light color, just seeing if it can highlight over other stuff. This is alcohol marker. Doesn't look like it's doing much, like acrylic marker would be. That's something to bear in mind. Let's move on to the next thing. Oh, this is also a Yasan product, and I think this is a marker. It's got a chisel tip and a fine tip. So this is a felt tip kind of thing. They've got a square shape. They feel weird in your hands, but unique. You can see the difference in the shape. It's feels like it's a highlighter actually. What is going on? They must have swapped the... This looks like this color closer, but that's a pretty color. And one more. If you build up the color, it kind of gets closer to the color of the pen. Those are really nice. Great for having them on sale. All right, let's go do the gelatos. I have been wanting to do these for a while. I'll show you what they look like in there, but I'm not going to do the entire thing. A lot of you have seen these before and you either love or hate them, and I had to experience them. For this package, it is... Oh, wow. So this is Bright Vibes. And this one is called Iridescent. I'll bring it up towards the camera in a bit. Wow, I am digging this. Try this one real quick and then I'll go to the next ones. That's like a black grape color. I'm going to try this one over it since it's white to see what happens. So it blends it a little, smears it. It comes with an applicator, you know, like a sponge applicator that you use for makeup, and a brush. Oh, the brush is weird, oddly shaped. It's like a triangle. I'm going to see what this brush does. So it smears it out, kind of like you would with lipstick. It's more of a... This one takes a lot longer, but it seems a little bit more precise. So there is 3 applicators in here actually. Let's do the next colors. This is the bright version, electric blue color, and I will bring it up towards the camera in a bit. We'll do one more color, and then I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put this on top and see if it blends at all. Can I make a green out of this? Is what I was trying to see. Kinda. I'll have to do more tests on this and see what other purposes I can use for it. It doesn't appear to have a super iridescent thing to it. Let's go to the next item. This is one of the things that I've been wanting to try. Sitting in that drawer for so long. So this is the Brustro. Let's go ahead and examine the pencil. The text here is super large font. It's kind of nice. They do have the sealed barrel. I don't know. I don't think they're the white label I thought they might be. I'll do some more tests later and see if that's the case. They're not bad. We shall see. I'll do some more tests later. It's only 24 pencils. There is a very subtle fume on that if you're sensitive to smells like I am. Next up, let's do Faber-Castell Classic. I can't wait to open this. I have been looking at this for months. Well, hello. They have an open barrel that is hexagon shaped. Interesting. They are not as soft as I thought they would be. Feels sturdy though. I think this is a metallic, by the way. This one's softer, but this is a metallic. I like them though, I really do. Just so you know, there's 2 trays. I have one more color. This is kind of a salmon color. Look at you, you're so pretty. Now the only downside I'm seeing is it has a name here. Like, what does that mean? It's got name and it doesn't have it. So let's check what else is in here. They give you what looks like a fancy grip pen. So this is for art, I think. Wow, this is a really nice grip. It's got like little dots and it's triangular. It feels really nice though. Wow, this is fancy. Regular pencil. It comes with a sharpener and then it comes with an eraser. So let's look at the back of the case if you don't mind. So it doesn't really show a swatch or anything, but it does have a lot of background about Faber-Castell. Very happy with this. I will be doing more play tests with it, of course. Gold Faber. Completely different pencils. Let me show you the tin. It's a basic tin. Has all the colors here. Got a lot of violets, blues, blue greens, and the browns. These feel softer or creamier would be, I guess, the word. So the barrels, once again, no color names, just the numbers. The barrel is closed and it's actually a really nice pencil. Yeah, I like these. I'm glad I picked them up. Is that true? Did I really buy 3 Faber-Castell items? Here's the true test. Everybody have said that this is like the coolest pencil set in the world when it comes to softness, so we shall see. These are known for being softer than all of the Faber-Castell products, so let's see if that's true. But what's nice about them is you're supposed to be able to have really nice coverage on dark paper. It's not the greatest paper, but we gotta test it out. Let's go with this. So this is what they look like. They don't have a color name, it would appear again. And I really like pencils that have color names, by the way. So let's see how this does. They do feel soft in here too. Okay, well that's really nice. They are triangular shaped, which I don't know why I didn't know that. I like triangular shaped pencils though. The wood is dark, really stylish. Let's go ahead and do some tests over here. Yeah, these are way softer. This type of paper is really good for colored pencils though. Can't wait to color with these. For this being used, the box wasn't in great shape, but yeah, I think there is one missing. Even so, I am super grateful. Let's move on to the next item. As mentioned earlier, I was able to get the 75 missing colors from Colt Pens, which was on sale late last year. As mentioned, it's only 75 colored pencils. It's organized fairly nice. It seems like this is the main tray for some pretty greens, lavenders, and blue. Those are 2 pretty colors for each other. Do a quick test just to see some new colors. Really pretty dark teal. Brighter turquoise. It's like a dark purple. And then a light icy tone. Not too bad. If you want to get more colors for Crumble Flows, I would keep an eye out on their website for more sales. Let's go move on to the next batch. Intense blocks. I like the cover. Wow, these are really skinny. In comparison, this is a short soft pastel, so the sizes are really skinny compared to the soft pastels. And then let's do a quick check compared to Neos. These are kind of a competitor of Neo colors, I would say. Here is a glance at Neo colors. They're skinny, just like these, but they're longer. Let's see if my hands get dirty like with soft pastels. That's kind of neat. A little bit. If you press on the ends, it will do it. Let's do a quick test and then I'll check out the pencils in a sec. So for these, you could do something like that, you know, but you could sign with them like you could with pencils. But I would think I would be using them. I think I would fill in spaces going across like that and just watching my think it might be a little streaky though. We'll test it out with some water in a bit. I only have a tiny set of 12 ink tents, so this was necessary. We'll use this color, it seems closer. So for colored pencils, to get that same coverage, I did 2 strokes here, and then this one I did 3, so let's see how long it takes for me to get the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12? I won't count. Well, I guess it's not too bad if you're fast. Let's go activate these. So this is just a short flat brush. We're gonna go just down. Interesting. I think the reason why I got it was to fill an empty space faster. Let's do, I think I have a water-based brush here. Let's see how that does. It doesn't have too much water, so it does really good in coloring books. I've used this a lot with the pencil ink tents. It's just the same with the ink tents blocks. That's cool. We'll do the same with this. This is the watercolor crayons from Stratler. These look a lot like Neo colors right now. I think these are difficult to get. That's why I got them partially used. Here's what these look like. And then here's what a Neo color looks like. It's so much fun playing with art supplies. I don't know if you do get like this, but I get all giddy. Oh my goodness. Wow, they feel completely different than Neos. Whoa. Yeah, Neos feel like the gelatos. These are certainly softer, as I mentioned. One more color just to see how they look. But hopefully they have good pigment. So let's go ahead and activate them. Kind of mucked that up, didn't I? Let me try this over here. Yeah, that's pretty nice actually. It's a little bit more diluted than Neos. I feel like Neos have a deeper pigment. Alright, well that's interesting. These are going to be really fun to play with, so I'm going to probably do some regular watercolors outside regular coloring books for a bit just to see what I can do with these. We're going to do some tests with these. The brand is called Montmartre. Pretty sure I need some kind of fountain pen. We're going to try without for now. There's no fuchsia color, which is kind of a downside for me because I do like the fuchsias with these 3 colors here. So let's go ahead and bring it up to the camera. You can see the pretty vibrancy though. Let's move on to the next item. I'm going to get the Sigma pens, place them on these colored pencils here. Okay, well the gold Faber's doing really well. These are nice. Okay, this is the classic. Yep, they're doing pretty good. I wonder how they would do over Prismacolor. I'll have to test that out sometime. Very excited about these. And if you like this video, can you go check out the next video, please? Thank you. Until next time.